Hello, Jawad is here. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to model metal deck floors in two level of details, LOD 200 and LOD 400. You just need to select your floor in here, go to the floor type, and in here we have the concrete layer of this. We will put it on maybe 10 for here, and now it's okay. And then we click on insert and we bring it down, and in here we select the structural deck part. And as you can see, we will have this profile in here. You can change the profile in here, and it doesn't have any thickness, and just add the profile to this one. Let's click on OK and click on OK. And to see it, you will have to pay attention to different tips that I will teach you right now. Let's go to this section in here. Let's create a section, and let's go to the section in here. And make sure to put the detail level on fine. As you can see, we can't see it in here. Let's put it on wireframe, and again you can see it either in wireframe 2. So there is something that you need to be careful about it. Right now the direction of the metal frames are in that way. We are creating the section in that way, so we can't see them. We have two ways. We can change the section to this part, to vertical part, or we can change the direction of our metal frames or our metal galvanized frames. To do that, you have to select your floors, and let's go to the edit elevation, and here there is a two line in here that you can see. It's the span direction. We have it in here too. You can just easily click on span direction and click on pick line and select one of the lines in here, and now our metal deck frames will be in this direction. Click on finish, and now let's go to the section again. As you can see, we can easily see it right now. And if I create a dimension in here to show you something, right now you can see the thin centimeter will be for the whole of the floor. If you want to have just the concrete part and not this part as 10 centimeter, you will have to add the frame or add the metal part to the concrete part and create the concrete layer with that thickness. And then you can easily bring it down, and you will have the right detail, at least in this level of detail. But there is a catch in it, and you can't see anything about that in 3D. And that's the part that I don't like, but as I said, it will work and it will respond your needs in most of the times. And now it's the time to create metal deck for LOD 400. But before that, make sure to like this video and share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you want to keep good files, you can go to our Patreon page. The link is in the description. To create our parts for our metal floor or metal plates, for LOD 400, we need to use beams as a place to work with it. And if I go to the structural level, I have a detail in here, which is the detail of our plates, and we are going to use it, and then we will model the concrete part, and also we will model the stiffeners too. In here, let's go to the file menu, and in here click on new and family, and let's find in English part metric structural beam and braces, and that's the one that I want. You can use the other ones too, but I'm going to use this one. Click on open, and as you can see, we have, let's go to 3D. We will have a small beam in here. We will definitely just delete it, but we will keep the reference levels in here. I will delete this one too, but these ones are essential to work with. Let's go to this one. Let's select it, and it's the left view. So let's go to the left, and now we will have our beam axis in here. You can just bring your CAD file if you have one again, or you can create the profile for yourself. But right now I have a CAD file in here. I just bring that one in, which is this one. You can get it on the Patreon too. It's a little bit big, so I will try to scale it to show you some details and also see the scaling for this one. I have another detail which I bring it in the CAD because I don't have any AutoCAD on my computer. So I just bring it in here to check it and see some details to see the whole idea in here. As you can see, this is the detail for metal deck that we are trying to achieve. We have the beams in here. We want to create these metal plates, and then we will create the stiffeners and rebars and also this concrete part. And for this one, we have a dimensioning in here. We can use, there are different types that are used in different places, but for this one, I'm going to use from the middle of this part to this one, 330 millimeter. And let's go to the family again. And let's select this one, click on scale, click on this and this one, and just type 330. And now we have the right one or the right dimension in here. It is better because when you create your beam, it will be from the left or from the right. It's not bad to have it in one way, in the right way or the left way, but it's not that different. But right now I'm just going to bring this one from this part to this part, and then we will need some adjustment later, but it's okay. I'm not going to make it parametric because it takes lots of time and lots of parameter. It doesn't worth it. You just can create it on a project basis. You will get the idea. I think it will take you less time to create it one to more time instead of making it parametric. Now we have it. Let's click on finish. Let's see the problem in here. Maybe they are intersecting each other. Let's see. Yes, we had duplicate lines in here. Let's just finish to see. Yeah, and now we are good to go. Let's go to the reference level. And in here we have our, we can go to the 3D and see it in 3D too. We have our metal parts in here. Now let's go to the reference level and select it, and from here bring it to here and then lock it to be able to work with the parameters in here. Also we will have to do it on the left side too, and let's just lock it, and now we are good to go. Let's go to the 3D, and the other thing that I want to do is to assign a material to it. Let's just select it and let's create a new parameter and let's call it mat, and then we will assign a material to this one too. I just search for galvanized. Can use the library too. This one maybe. Let's use this one. And click on OK and OK. Now we will have the parameter. Let's bring it in the project and test it a little bit. And then we will go to the next step, which is create the concrete part and so on. Let's go and let's just bring it into the project. I will load it into project. And the other part that I want to do is to create another beam system. Right now we have one beam system in this way. And then right now I want to create another beam system at top of it to be able to place our metal bars. Or you can select the beam system in here and remove the beam system, and now you can easily create your beam system again. Let's go to the structural part. Let's click on beam system and let's choose these parts and let's trim them together with TR and click on finish. Now we have to change a few things. The first thing we need to check is go to the family and have a dimension from this part to this part, and it is about 1 meter or 997 millimeter or 1000 millimeter. Let's go to the project again, and in here let's select the beam system, and in here I want to change the beam type to the ones that we created. This is the family 2, and now it's not that great, but we will work with it, don't worry. and we have to check what is the problem in here. First thing, it's in the wrong level. You can just select the beam system and bring it up. You can do whatever you want. The geometry itself is good, but the other problem that we have, let's go to the section to see the problem better. Let's go to hidden line. We have to bring this one a little bit right. Right now, these parts are empty, and I think the reason for that is that this part that we've created is not equally divided, and when the Revit divide this, it can't place other ones in here. We can fix it easily, but let's fix that one first, which is this. Let's bring it a little bit to the right, maybe, to go to the profile in here and select these parts and bring it a little bit to the right. Now I think it will work. Click on finish and bring the whole thing to the left. And let's test it with this. I'm satisfied with this, but you can definitely bring it to the left a little bit more. Now let's go to 3D and let's select this one. And now we've selected, and let's go to the section and bring it up in the right place, which is this part, which is here. And then let's see how we can fix this part we have in here. Let's select this one and let's edit boundary, and to fix it, just bring this part to far right, and then we will fix it to have the other part in here. Now we just need to remove this part of it from it. If we go to the level 1, you can see, if you go to the wireframe, if you go to the fine, now we can see the column frame in here. It's a little bit hard, but don't worry. And then I'm gonna teach you a trick to cut these in the right way. To do it, you just need to go to the architecture part, and in here click on reference plane, and let's create a reference plane from here to here, and let's continue it to here and also to here. But before that, we will return to this point after that we fixed this part. We just can create a reference plan in here if we had ones that we don't want. For example, let's say that we want to have them to, I don't know, to here, to here. If you create any reference plane in here and use cut, you can see it works fine. But the other thing is when you want to cut it with the vertical part, this main problem that we have is for that part. So I just wanted to show you this one, and let's go and let's see how we can fix this. But there is a trick in here, and if you want to cut them from left to right, you have to use another tool. You have to do the structural part, and in here we have an opening, which is by face, and you can select the beam in here and select it, and then just create a one from, let's say that we want to have it maybe to here, and create a bigger rectangle in here and bring it to the up from this side too, and click on finish, and you can see we have the right part, and we can do the same for this part too. And now we have the right part in here. Now let's go to the family and let's create the concrete. Now we are in the family in here, and I want to do something. The first thing is to just select this one and click on edit extrusion and unselect this one, or let's delete this one as a temporary part. We will return to it because I don't want to deselect each of these one by one, so I deleted them. And now when I press tab and select, I can select this one, Control C, it will go to the clipboard. Now I can easily draw just 2 lines and we are good to go. And let's select this part and click on finish. And let's go to the extrusion, create part and extrusion. Again to the left side, click on OK, and now we're good to go. And in here we just place it. We just place it in here, and then we can easily select it and bring it to the right place. And now it's aligned. And from here, let's create a part. Maybe I want to have it maybe about 10 centimeter. Let's put it on 10 centimeter. And let's go to this part, and it wasn't aligned. Let's make sure that it's horizontal. Let's press TR to trim these two together. And now we have the concrete part. We have some problems in here. We have to trim this part too. It's not a problem. Let's delete this part, click on finish. And let's go to 3D. Of course, the 3D of the family and the reference level. And let's do the same thing for this part too. I will put it on shaded. And let's bring this part to here and lock it, and do the same thing in this way too. Let's go to the 3D, and now we have the concrete part very easily, and we can select it and create another parameter for it. I call it concrete or con, and click on OK and OK. Now we can change the material to concrete. This one is fine for me, and let's select it, OK and OK. Now let's bring it to the project. But before that, I'm going to make this a little bit darker to see it better. I just assigned another color to make sure that we are seeing it much better, because all of them are in one color. In that way, we can see it better in here too. Let's put it on shaded in here, and let's change the material maybe in here, something like this. And the concrete, it's okay for me right now, and I'm okay with it. Now we have the concrete. You can adjust these small things with triangle or two, but I'm not going to waste time on it. The other thing that I want to tell you, you can do some LOD managements too, because when you have a big project, to see all of the geometry, even in medium and coarse, is a little bit not that good, and it will slow down your computer and your project. To control that, you can again go to the left side, and in here I select these two, this one and this one, and in here we have a visibility setting, and I tell Revit just show it when it's on fine detail level. Click on OK. And now let's go to the create part and create a small extrusion, not a small, simple extrusion. And let's put the extrusion from here to here and click on OK. And let's go to the reference level and make sure this extrusion is also locked to the right places. And that's great. And let me just save this family, and let's load it again into the project. But we have to do another thing in the family, and that is to select this one and tell Revit that just show this one in course view. And if you want to see the preview, you can turn this one on. Right now, as you can see, we have the right family in here. I turn the preview on, and when I change it to fine, it will be in the right level. I just create a save as from this one too, and bring it again. Let's select this, select all instant with SA. Then you can change it to the new family, this one. Now let's test it with medium. As you can see now, it works, and it's the right one that we've created. Now we did the LOD management for it too. The first part, let's just add the rebars. It's the easier part, and then we will go and add the stiffeners too. But before that, make sure to like this video and share it with your friends and colleagues. And if you want to get access to all of the exercise files, you can go to our Patreon page. The Patreon page is in the description. Now let's model the rebars in here. Let's go to the section and let's select one of them and click on rebar. Click on OK. And let's put it on perpendicular to the face. The covering is not that great as I'm thinking it. Let's select this one and put the covers with this one, or we can just place it and move it afterwards. Not a big deal. Click on OK. Yeah, now it's okay. Let's put the number on a small one, 10. I want 8, but I'm not going to bother you with that. You can just duplicate it and create one. Then you have it, you can select it and easily put it on the multiple or fixed number, maximum spacing, and you can place as much as you want. In here, I just select this one and I drag it to the end, to here, and they are okay. I just want to show you that you can place them, and also you can go to 3D, and because it's a square, I just can rotate and copy it from the center 90 degree. Now we have them. Let's go to the wireframe and let's select the rebars with right click and select all instance in view, and let's make them 3D to make sure that we can see them better. And now we have the rebars in here too. Definitely, as I said, you can fix them in here. I think they need a little bit fix in this part, and here and there in a space, in a small space, we can select them maybe and put 200 and 200 for this side too. And now we have the rebars too. As I said, you can customize every part of it, so it's not that hard to customize. There are some small details that you can fix. Now let's add our stud or our stiffeners. But before that, I'm going to create another option in our family, and that is one visibility setting to turn off the concrete part. And I just go to the family and select the concrete part, and in here we have a visible parameter or visibility parameter. I create a parameter for it, concrete, and let's load it again. I want it to be an instant parameter, so I go in here and let's edit it and make sure to put it on instance. Click on OK, and let's bring it into the project again. And now when you select, for example, one of these, you can go to the instance parameters, and in here in concrete, you can just turn off the concrete part, and you can see it's better to show you some detail, to show some details in the project, and you can do it for the other ones too. And now let's create the shear studs in here. To do that, you have to go to the file menu. In here, click on new and family, and let's go to the English part. In here, let's find structural stiffeners, and also stiffener lines. First, we have to create the one shear stud in this family and then bring it to this one. Let's select this one and let's go to in it and create one. Let's see the detail in here. So we have 19 and 32. Let's go to this one. Let's create one in here, 19 millimeter. Finish. Let's create another one, 32 millimeter. Click on OK, and let's go to front. Let's select the smaller one and let's put it on 115. Let's bring this one in here, and let's create a dimension in here with DD from here to here to here. Let's put the scale on maybe 125, 1 to 5 maybe. Let's put this one on 10. No, it's okay for me. I just like this to make sure that it works fine, and I just save this in here. Start. And I load it to the other family that I've created, as I said, with another, with the shears, with the stiffener line based environment. I bring it in here, and I place this one in here. And then make sure to align it to the start, unlock it. Now let's select this one. Let's create an array from it. Make sure to put it on last. From here to here. And maybe just put it on 4 for right now. And we have to align this one to this one too, to make sure that it's in the right place in here too. And in the parameters, we have the length. I have created another parameter, distance between them. And then you have to create this formula for the number of items in array. To create the parameter for number of arrays, you have to select one of them and select this one. And make sure to create a parameter for it. I just created the parameter, so I just assign it. Now let's go to the parameters. So we have a length parameter, which is in the family itself, and then I've created another length parameter, and all of them should be instances. distance between them. And this is the formula. You have to divide the length by distance between shear stud. And now you can see we have 4. And if we change this to a bigger number, we will have more. So that's the whole case that we are trying to achieve. Let's bring it to the project. I will overwrite it. Let's go to the 3D, in 3D, and maybe let's do it a little bit. Maybe let's hide these ones, or let's put it on medium, and let's select all of these and hide. We can select all of these and hide too. Yeah. And let's go to the top view and architectural part and component. Now you can just start from here. For example, you can select the exact distance that you want to have from the start. Then you will have your studs in here, and then just select them and copy them very easily. Let's bring back everything here and let's put it on fine. Now you can see we have the studs in here too, and we have all of the details that we need. I hope this video was helpful for you, so make sure to like this video and support me because it was a long video. And if you want me to create more detailed videos, make sure to comment down below. And if you want to learn how to detail a beam with rebars, make sure to watch this video that I will put in here.